Have you ever really thought about the kind of energy you bring into a room? I'm not just talking about your mood, but your fundamental signature. The thing that defines how you move through the world. What if there was a way to actually understand that core energy? Well, today, we're diving into a framework that does exactly that. So let's just start right here. Take a second and think about it. Deep down, which one of these feels most like you? This is the central question we're going to unpack today, using a really fascinating system for understanding our own internal energy. Okay, so the system we're exploring is called Arreqqana resonance. And look, I'm probably not pronouncing that perfectly, but what really matters are the ideas behind it. It suggests that every single one of us has a primary energy signature that falls into one of four core types. It's a pretty powerful way to look at why we are the way we are. First up, we've got the Q-Hasserin, also known as the flame forward. This is your classic initiator, the alpha energy. You know these people. They're the ones who walk into a messy situation and just immediately start creating momentum and giving direction. Their energy is literally like fire. It leads, it moves, it gets things going. Next, we have the Kuhamira, the heart weaver. Now, if the Kwasorin is fire, the Kuhamira is absolutely water. These are the emotional stabilizers, the harmonizers in a group. Their real strength is in their empathy, their ability to keep everyone connected and prevent things from falling apart emotionally. They're the glue. Then you've got the Kalan, or the spiral walker. This is your independent soul, the one who finds their own path. They kind of operate on the edges of a group, watching, processing things internally, and always following their own gut feeling. Their energy is like the wind. It's quiet, perceptive, and you never quite know which way it's going to go. And finally, we have the Qnora, the depth breaker. Wow, this is a truly transformative energy. These are the people who are not afraid to smash old systems, expose uncomfortable truths, and force change that needs to happen. They have this intense shadow flame energy that can burn things down, but only to clear the way for something new and more authentic. So here's a quick cheat sheet, and you can see how every one of these has a potential shadow side, right? A Soren's powerful leadership can easily tip into impatience. Amira's incredible empathy can become overgiving to the point of burnout. It's all about finding that balance. But okay, here's where it gets really interesting, because let's be honest, almost nobody is just one thing. This framework suggests that we all have a primary resonance, sure, but we also have a secondary thread that adds all this complexity and nuance to who we are. Let's see how this works. Let's take the character Peppy as an example. So her primary energy is Kuhamira. She's that stabilizing, harmonizing heart weaver. But her secondary thread? It's Kunora, the depth breaker. So on the surface, she's all about keeping the peace, but underneath, she has this hidden fire, this ability to see the deep truth, and when she has to, completely burn away illusions. This quote from the source material just captures that idea so perfectly. It describes someone who seems gentle on the surface, but has this immense, undeniable power deep down. It's not about being one or the other. It's the beautiful, complex combination of both. Okay, so let's try to find yours. Quick gut check. When a conflict kicks off, what's your typical reaction? Do you jump in and take charge? That's classic Soren. Do you try to mediate and make everyone happy? That's you, leaning Mira. Do you need to step away and think it over by yourself? Total Lun move. Or is your first instinct to just cut through the nonsense and get to the real problem? Yep, that's pure Nora energy.
All right, how about this one? What truly motivates you? What gets you out of bed in the morning? Is it achievement? Progress, just getting things done? That's a Soren. Or is it all about connection and making sure everyone feels stable and included? That's a Mira. Or maybe for you, it's all about freedom and being your authentic self, a key trait of the Lun. Or are you fueled by a deep, burning need for truth and transformation? That's the mark of a Nora.
Okay, so once we get a handle on our own energy, the next big question is, how does it play with others? This framework has a really cool take on compatibility, and it's all about how these different energy threads weave together. This chart, which is based on character analysis from the source, shows some pretty clear compatibility scores. And look at that top pair, Peppy and Jaru, at a massive 95%. Now, this isn't just about them liking each other. It's about how their core energies actually complement and amplify one another. So let's break down why they're so compatible, because this is the really cool part. Jaru is a flame forward, and Peppy is a heart weaver. So his fire starts the action, and her water gives it shape and stops it from just burning out of control. He brings direction, she brings stability. But here's the real magic. Their shared secondary thread. They're both depth breakers, and this creates something the source calls a shadow flame twin thread, which is this incredibly rare and powerful bond.
So we've gone through the 4 types, we've talked about the power of having 2 threads, and we've seen how these energies connect with each other. Now the question really comes back to you. After hearing all of this, what resonance do you feel guiding you? All right, let's just do a quick recap. We've got the 4 core energy signatures. We learned that it's the mix of a primary and a secondary thread that makes us unique. And this whole system gives us a really compelling way to understand why we click with some people and, clash with others. But at the end of the day, this isn't about sticking a label on yourself. It's a tool for self-discovery.
So I'm going to leave you with this last thought. Now that you have this language, this idea of flame, water, shadow, and wind, take a moment and really think about it. What unique combination is it that truly defines your energy signature?